Toastmaster. Thank you for coming to this evening's meeting. I'm so excited to be a part of this club, and I'm excited to have you guys seeing your smiling faces. So just want to say thank you once again for coming. We're going to go ahead and shift right into our meeting. We have an amazing meeting today. I'm excited because we have opportunity for every single person that is online today to participate inside our table topics. So I'm actually going to be your Toastmaster for this evening. And we do have a theme. I have a dream. That is our theme for this evening. I have a dream. I have a dream. So before you speak this evening, I'm just going to ask you if you could tell us one dream that you still have that has not come to pass. One dream that you still have that has not come to pass. All right. Before we're going to move right along. So I'm going to introduce some individuals that's going to help us guide us through the meeting. So I'm going to introduce our accountant and grammarian, Miss Trivia Payne. Miss Payne.
Hello.
Welcome back, Miss Payne.
See me,
Welcome back.
Yes, it's good to be back. I was trying to figure out why I couldn't see me, but I figured it out. So tonight, well, before I even tell you what my job is, I still have a dream that one day I'm going to lose all of these emotional roller coaster processes and just be able to move through what God has already planned for me and not worry about what's working and what's not working. So that's my dream. Okay, so my job tonight as accountant and grammarian is just to look out for the R's, the O's, the repeated words, and just to make sure that we are using appropriate grammar. That's my job for tonight. And the word of the day is, I don't have it. What is the word of the day?
All right. Hey, Trivia, I'm going to drop the word in the chat for you. Let's see what the team word is for you.
Okay, I cannot find.
Trivia, are you able to see the word?
For some reason, I can't see. Okay, now I can see it. I'm sorry. All right, so the word for the day is acumen, keen insight, or shrewdness.
And I'm also going to drop in the definition for it as well. Using a word in a proper sentence.
All right. So the word in the sentence is he had demonstrated considerably business acumen. So the word of the evening is acumen. Back to our Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Trivia, for that wonderful description. All right. And we are also going to be I will be a timer for this moment as well. So as a timer, it's my job to time the speeches. So today during table topics, you'll have 1 to 2 minutes to speak. So I'm going to ask you guys, if you can, please speak until you see the green air freshener cap. Air freshener cap. So when you see the air freshener cap, it's winter fresh. I love the winter. You're going to know that you have about you at your 1 minute mark. When you get to the 1.5 minutes, you are going to get a bill, a yellow bill. I think I need to go ahead and turn let's see if we can change my background. Yep, you're going to get a yellow bill. Means it's time for you to pay the bill. And when you see the red, which is a new tripod, it means that you have 30 seconds to finish up. So 30 more seconds and you have to finish up. So that will be my description of the timer. And we're going to move right along. So we're going to do a extended table topic. So we have two individuals that will be bringing forth the table topics this evening. So I'm going to ask for Crystal York to come to the front and explain the table topics for us this evening.
Good evening, Toastmasters, future Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. I'm so pleased to come before you this evening to bring you some table topics. Table topics is one of the most favorite things that I like to do and participate in Toastmasters. And I'm just excited for what you guys are going to be able to say with the topics that I will be presenting to you. So, if you don't know, I absolutely love music, and music has been described as being the soundtrack of our lives. And so tonight, I would like 4 brave souls to come forward, and you would give a number from 1 to 4. And I would ask you to describe something related to music. So would anyone like to participate?
I'll participate. Rose.
Hey, Rose, okay.
Yay.
All right. Do we want to ask more folks, or are we doing one at a time? How are we doing this?
Go ahead, do one at a time. That flow with it.
Okay, cool. All right. So look, guys, I'm like looking at my phone, and then I have my computer. So I feel like I'm looking at the computer and I look like I'm looking over here. So am I like facing you guys, or am I like looking at the side? Help me out here.
To the
Yeah,
side.
that's
Looking at the side.
But you
Okay.
look great.
So-
Look at the side.
All right. Is this, what am I doing? Okay.
You look fine. You look fine.
Okay. Is this better?
You're fine.
Okay. All right, Rose. So pick a number from 1 to 4.
Wait. We have to talk about, what are we saying? The dream?
So our table topics this evening is about music. And so you're going to pick a number from 1 to 4, and then I'm going to tell you about something that I would like for you to describe related to music.
All right, but
Don't
I
be
gotta talk
scared.
about,
It's like, don't be afraid.
I gotta talk about the dream, right?
No, you're going to pick a number. And from that
Okay.
number, I'm going to give you the topic that you would talk about.
Okay, number
Is it confusing?
4.
I'm sorry. Is everyone following me? Am I
Yeah.
describing it
Yeah,
well?
you're good.
Hey,
Okay,
Crystal, I'm
number
sorry. No, so you know how we have a theme for like the day or so? The thing was I have a dream. So that's what Rose was trying to say, that she wanted to tell you that.
I'm
that she had a
sorry.
dream. I'm sorry,
And
Crystal.
wait a minute.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I'm like a hot mess. Okay.
All right, hold
You look
on,
amazing,
hold on.
Crystal.
So my dream is for the whole world. I want everybody to get rid of all their limits and be able to do unstoppable things. That's my dream.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. So pick a number from 1 to 4, Rose.
Number 4.
Number 4. So I would like for you to talk about a song that when you hear it, it reminds you of your childhood. I'm so sorry.
Okay, a song. I can't. Okay, I'm gonna start the topic. But is it okay if I do like the soundtrack? Because I can't think of like a specific song.
Absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do the Shrek movie. There's three songs in there. It made me think of a child because that was a childhood song, and that had like a lot of things that we can all relate to, like we think that we're ugly or we're no good, or we have this fairy tale that the handsome prince is going to rescue us, but ends up being Shrek. And so that's the reality in life. We have all these expectations, and then really life hits you. The prince is a short man that sucks, and Shrek is the hero, and he has like some problems. He's kind of stinky, and but he's real life. And the princess, she stays in the castle forever, and so it's not a dream life. And I just like the theme track to that whole movie, and then it made me think about our life, because the life is not fairy tale. We just go through everyday things, and it's not what we expected in life. And that's all I have to say about that music. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rose, for that.
I'll go.
Great, Joseph. Okay. All right. So, Rose chose 4. So that means you have 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, 3. Let's see. I'll do number 1.
Okay. So describe a song that when you hear it, it gives you a fond memory of a time when you were very happy or excited.
Okay. Good afternoon or good evening, Toastmasters, future Toastmaster guests and friends. My name is Joseph Oyemi, and I would like to tell you my dream. My dream is to one day play the saxophone again. When I was a child, I played the saxophone in church, and I really loved it. But I became a teenager, and I didn't think it was cool anymore, so I quit. As an adult, I wish I did not quit, and I hope that someday when I have the time, I would pick the saxophone back up and learn how to play it again. A song that I think of that takes me back to happy times. Well, as a teenager, I was very into hip hop and rap music. My favorite artist of all time was the late Tupac Shakur. He has a song called Keep Your Head Up. As a teenager, I got into trouble a lot. And because I got into trouble a lot, I spent a lot of time in my room a lot. In my room, my dad had these big headphones for a record player. I found a way to get it into my room and connect it to my tape deck. Every time I spent time by myself, I put the headphones on, and my favorite song to listen to at the time was Keep Your Head Up by Tupac. It made me feel like I would get through this time, which I thought was the toughest time of my life as a 15-year-old. In reality, looking back, I really didn't have any problems to be keeping my head up for, but at the time, the song really served me well. It made me strong, and it gave me the confidence, and it gave me hope. And that is all I have to say about that. Thank you. Back to you. Table topics, Miss.
Thank you, Joseph. That is awesome. Tupac is one of my favorite artists. And so I definitely felt Keep Your Head Up. I definitely felt the video, the message, everything resonated at the time, and it still does. So our next volunteer is Robert, President Extraordinaire, Mr. Robert Tyree.
Thank you, Natasha, for dropping the soundtrack for Shrek. Crystal, you do me a favor, will you repeat the question one more time for me so I can make sure I have it correctly?
Yes, thanks, Tasha. So the topic is describe a song. Okay, so from number 1 to 4, you tell me what number, and then I ask you the type of song that you would describe that gives you a certain feeling.
Gotcha.
So Rose had a song that reminded her of her childhood. Joseph had a song that reminded him of happy times. And so you have 2 and 3. So those are the 2 choices. Okay. I see you, Olio. I'm sorry, what did you say?
3, Crystal. 3.
3, okay. All right. So describe a song that when you hear it, it reminds you of spending time with your family.
I remember this song at every summer cookout around July. I believe it's 2 songs. We Are Family. I don't know who sings the song. I Got All My Family With Me. And then there's one song, I believe, that Beyonce remixed, Before I Let Go. Every single time I hear these 2 songs, I feel like I need a plate with macaroni salad, some potato salad, a side of ribs, a burnt hot dog, because I don't like the non-burnt hot dog, some corn on the cob, and a big old glass of lemonade, half and half, or Kool-Aid, because, you know, that's what my family's, we hood. But every single time I hear that song, I feel like doing a Let It Slide. Y'all know I can't dance. But I feel like just having a conversation with my uncle or my grandfather and just reminiscing on the old times and look how everybody just grew up and just so fast. What's my brother doing? You know, that's the conversation we normally have. And I love my family. We normally get together on sad occasions, but cookouts is always the opportunity just to catch up on old information that we might have missed throughout the time. So when you hear those 2 songs, We Are Family and Before I Let Go, get the hot wings out and get the party started. Toastmaster.
Thank you. You guys are really giving some very thoughtful answers to these songs. So Olio volunteered, so he will have number 2, but Tab, she also wanted to participate. So Tab, I'm gonna give you a bonus one, but Olio, you have number 2, and the song, I don't see you, Olio, hold up. Where are you? Okay.
You can't see me?
Yeah, I see you now. Okay. All right. So the song that I would like for you to describe is one that when you hear it, it brings sadness. So a song that when you hear it, it automatically makes you sad. Or it makes you think about sad times. And, you know, think about those brown liquors, you know, those brown liquor songs from back in this day.
All right. All right, I got a song, I think. Let me, and I'm doing a 1 to 2 minute speech just on how the song makes me feel.
Yep. When you hear it, How does it make you feel?
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, featured Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. When I hear this song right here, she doesn't fully understand me. Cause I'd rather leave than to cheat. See, this song, when I hear this song, it kind of brings a little bit of sadness, ladies and gentlemen. The reason that brings some sadness is because when you think about the lyrics, and my man was singing, right, where I want to be. Like, it's one of those songs when you think about where do you want to be? Like commitment, a lifelong journey. When I'm thinking about who I want to spend my time, my life with, and grow forever and ever, getting married, I think about, did I miss the person that was for me, or am I about to find that person, or maybe they're here and I just don't know. So at one point it brings sadness because I'm like, I'm trying to take control of where I want to be. But at the other end, I'm liberated when I give the life away and say that where I want to be is actually where I need to be. And I'm going to take the focus on from what I want, increase my value, and be the person I know that I need to be to attract what I need. And by attracting what I need, I can be where I want to be. So when you hear this song, I can be the man she needs, but there are lessons inside of me, and being together since just understand this, ladies and gentlemen, increase your value. Be the person that you want your children to marry, that you want your children to be involved with. Be the person that focuses on your goals, focuses on your dreams, and understand that you get to create the reality that you need. You are whole, you're complete. You don't need another person to complete you because you are whole. What you do need is companionship, and that's going to take commitment. So remember, with commitment, dedication, you can build. Keep the faith. Thank you, Toastmasters.
Thank you so much, Olio. Donnell Jones, that was like the jam, like, okay. And do you know Donnell Jones, Carl Thomas, and what's the guy's name from Blackstreet? They are forming a super group. What's his name from? Somebody tell me, what is the guy's name? But anyway, that's, huh? Hollister, Dave Hollister. They're going to be forming a group. And you know, they're all from Chicago. But yeah, but Donnell Jones, loved him. All right, Tab, you're next. I don't see you. Where are you?
I'm here.
Okay. All right, so you are going to describe the song, and when you hear it, it makes you think of the time that you were in love.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, I got a song. Y'all know Rocket Love by Stevie Wonder? It's an old song. Anyway, let me get into it. Rocket Love, I'm not gonna sing it because I don't got them type of pipes. But Rocket Love, it makes me think of, I won't say it makes me think of a time when I was in love, but it made me think of love in general, like a real love. Like when I was really, really young as a child, my father would play Stevie Wonder and he would play Rocket Love. And that's when I learned about, hold on, this is a jerk. Someone made me turn on my camera. Okay, so back to the story. Sorry guys. My hair's not done. I'm in full Monique protest. I got a bonnet on. Okay, so I'm not turning on my camera tonight, but I'm gonna keep it moving. Rocket Love. I love Rocket Love by Stevie Wonder. He said, I'm not gonna sing it. Let me just keep going. Anyway, it makes me Think About Love because my father used to play it as a child when I was growing up. That's when I fell in love with Stevie Wonder. There's another song, All I Do Is Think About You. I don't know if y'all know that one. That's also by Stevie Wonder. Love him, love me some Stevie Wonder. So if you want to say thinking about love, I'll think about Stevie Wonder because I love his music. All right. Have a good night.
Thanks, Tab. You know, everyone loves Stevie Wonder. I've never met anyone who said they didn't love Stevie Wonder. So Stevie Wonder makes some beautiful, beautiful songs. So thank you for that. And thank you for everyone who participated this evening. Back to you.
Amazing table topic once again, Crystal. You are top 5 of tabletop masters in the world. Just want to let you know that. So, and Oli, I would never hear that song the same way again, sir. I have a story to tell, but I won't tell it on Toastmasters though. So, if you want to hear the story, come visit us on next Monday at the Escape Room. We'll give you more details later on. All right, so our next tabletop master is Oyo. Oyo, come on to the front and introduce your table topic.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am a Toastmaster. I'm sorry, I am your next table topics master. And I got a variety of different choices and options right now. I'm looking for, how many guests do I get to invite? Robert, is it 3, 4?
Yeah, let's do 4. And Olio, if you don't mind, I want to switch it up one time, right? So I know that one of the new methods we want to try out is maybe even giving the theme, maybe not giving the exact question, but giving a theme and let one of our seasoned individuals try it out before we try to get some of the individuals that haven't been speaking for a little while or some of the newbies. Is that okay?
And the theme is
what is your theme? Do you have a theme?
My theme is vision. That's the theme, baby. It's vision. So I have a couple of topics that deals with vision and legacy. So
can I get one friend to step out their box, right? That is seasoned to show some of our friends how to do the impromptu. Do you have a volunteer that would love to do that?
Anyone want to go first? Because I got somebody that said they'll go last. I got
two.
I see DeAndre off the mic. Okay. Oh, and trivia. Oh.
Okay, let's do them both. Let's go.
So we got DeAndre and trivia, and then looks like Dr. Kimberly Reeves. So you want him, DeAndre, to just talk about vision in general?
Oh no, let's go ahead with what you had in plan. I noticed that sometimes even I am afraid to speak sometimes.
Okay.
If I knew what the theme was beforehand, I might have a little bit more courage to try it.
DeAndre, pick a number between 1 and 7.
1.
The poorest people are people without a dream. The poorest people are people without a dream. DeAndre, that is yours.
The poorest people are the people without a dream. Now I don't know who's the originator of that quote, but I will say this: I'm in full agreement with that quote simply because, as one of my favorite books says, where there is no vision, the people perish. And here's the thing. I don't know if you all have had this experience, but anytime you have a conversation with someone and you talk about aspirations, goals, and dreams, and if the conversation begins to turn on deaf ears, or if the individual is so uncomfortable that they begin to start changing the subject, that's when you know that that individual does not have a dream. It's not required of anyone to have any money in their pocket. It's not required of to have the resources. It's not even required for us to even know where to go and find the opportunities. The only thing that's required is the fact that we have the dream. If we have the dream and if we have the vision that's connected to it, all we have to do now is from that moment forward, get the faith. And by getting the faith, you can use the resourcefulness to get the resources, number one, as well as to find the individual and connect the dots all together that need to be connected in order for you to, in fact, bring your dream from being in your head to materializing right before your very eyes. So I would definitely agree with that quote that the poorest people are those without a dream. And it's not that they don't have the capability to manifest their dream just like so many other people do. It's the fact that they don't believe in the unlimited power and potential that they have within themselves.
That is awesome, my brother. Thank you, and thank you for that. Y'all are killing it right now. Okay, so we have like a couple of more people I see that are all I've gotten. I think Ryan, I think I saw you also too. Next trivia. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. So pick a number between 2 and 7.
I'll take 2.
Trivia. Destiny demands diligence. Destiny demands diligence.
Destiny demands diligence. Good evening, Toastmasters, future Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. Destiny, distinguished. Say that again, Olio. Destiny
demands diligence.
I love that. Okay, so destiny demands diligence to me means that in order to get what it is that you're supposed to receive, you have to be willing, you have to be capable, you have to be able. It's not just waking up in the morning and saying, I want to do something. You have to do it with repetition. You have to do it knowing that you are capable, even beyond measures. I heard TD Jakes say in person that our goals have to be bigger than we can see and bigger than we can imagine. And that's where the diligence come in at. Because if you are looking for where God is supposed to take you, you have to work and work and work and work and work nonstop. It also coincides with the other one that said, the other quote that said that if you don't work for it, you're poor. Like you have to have that rich mindset. Just because you have finances or material things, that doesn't make you rich. But going after your destiny is what's going to make you rich. Rich mentally, rich spiritually, and rich physically. To me, my destiny is based on my purpose and everything that's driven around it. I can't just select. I have to keep on working and keep on working, and that's where the diligence for me comes in. Thank you, Toastmasters, future Toastmasters, and distinguished guests.
Thank you for that amazing speech. Y'all, these table topics, y'all sure these are table? I feel like y'all already knew what I was talking about today. I think y'all pre-gained on that. All right, next person that we have looks like Ryan. I'm not sure if you had wanted to speak. I saw a hand raised. If not, let me know.
Yeah, I'll take a shot at it.
All right. So you get to pick between 3 and 7.
I'll take 7.
Oh, look like I had a couple extra ones too. All right, 7. The 2 most important days are the day you were born and the day you find out why. The 2 most important days of your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that statement because I think we're all planted seeds with a piece of the body of Christ to occupy. So the moment you got here is the moment the process started, and the moment you find out about that process is the moment you can start working within your destiny. I think and purpose. I think that when you own what your responsibility is, and you know exactly what it is that you need to be doing, you're allowed to be intentional with the most valuable asset, which is time, and then you're allowed to work within the things that you're great at to impact as many as you can. I think I would agree with that statement wholeheartedly.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, so we That's like 3 for 3 right now. I mean, I'm not getting out the park. Okay, the next person that we have, Tabitha, looks like you had said you wanted to go again. Was that still the case?
Yeah.
All right, so you have 3 to 6.
Okay. 5.
Yeah.
3 to 6, right?
Yeah. I'm reading it. I was pre-reading it. Okay. All right. You actually your dreams will frustrate you until you do it.
Okay. My dreams will frustrate me until you do it. So I'm gonna go. I think someone spoke earlier tonight about generational things. I don't know what I came in on, but that's so funny you say that because I was literally just thinking about this dreams and destiny, the things you guys were speaking about earlier. So I wouldn't say that the dreams I am living today is mine. I will say it's an intergenerational dream, and it may have frustrated people that came before me because they did not complete them. I was thinking about a verse that I had remember reading a while ago. I think it's in the book of Deuteronomy, where God said that your generations will have the same dreams as you, or something of that nature. He was saying that to Israel. And I really believe that this is happening in my family. My great grandmother used to take care of people in her home. Then it transferred to my grandmother. She would take people into her home, and she started a business for like a nursing home. Then it passed down to my mother, where she does the same thing, but she actually places them directly from the hospitals. They reach out to her and she places them in homes. And now I kind of feel like I'm walking in their shoes because I also am now placing healthcare professionals in homes. They're all just placing people all over the place. And I just feel like maybe it was a destiny or something that happened that someone did not complete. And it now landed in my hand, and I have to complete it or figure out what exactly was God's plans for the women in my family, because I'm literally the 4th person placing people in homes. So maybe it frustrated them. I don't know, but I'm going to figure it out. And I'm the last one to have this ball in my hand, and it scales and with the seating and all that good stuff. Thank you.
No, thank you. The honor is all ours. All right. Moving to the next person. I like that. Very detailed too. Y'all doing amazing today. All right, John Gilmore. Was that you that I saw that was next on the list? John Gilmore, are you there, mister?
Yeah, sure.
All righty. Tabitha at 5. That leaves you with either 6 or 4. Still have 3 right here. I think I did my numbers off. 3, 4, 6.
Let's go 4.
Oh, you got the this is the question of the day. So this is a little bit longer. One of the saddest things is a tombstone because they remind us of someone that's lived. Instead living to make a mark that leaves fertilizer for the new seeds. The question is, how are you living to be remembered after you passed away so that you don't even need a tombstone? Do you need me to repeat? I'll repeat one more time. One more. You know how we used to say back in the day, one more again. All right. One of the saddest things is a tombstone because they remind us someone lived. Instead, live to make a mark in life that leaves fertilizer for the new seeds to bloom. How are you living to be remembered after you've passed away that you don't even need a tombstone for your legacy? If you need an example, like how we have people like Da Vinci and stuff like, they're timeless.
Toastmasters, future Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. It's actually funny. I've been partner in life for a little bit now. A little bit more than usual. In reference to tombstones, they say that there's 3 important marks on that, and that the most important though isn't when you start it. It's not the date that it ends, but the dash in between. Everything that you do in the middle is the meaning. And you can live for 80 years or you can live for 15 years. Everybody knows people that were teenagers when they passed. Emmett Till, we still speak his name, and he wasn't 80 years old. He didn't move mountains. He moved them later on in life after his passing. And I think that as long as you do enough to touch enough people, you can, or as long as your life in some way reached enough people, you can continue to go. You can continue to live. And as long as you're taking in, you always have, as long as your heart is still beating, you have some type of chance to forever put yourself on the forefront of history. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. That dash, boy, I'm taking notes, man. That dash, I knew you hit that spot on, man. Next, we have Dr. Kimberly Reeves. Are you there? Are you there?
I'm right here.
All right. So you can choose. I didn't realize I had bonus ones too, but 3, that's the one you wanted?
I think, but if you read it, I might not like it.
Well, we have a couple bonus ones. So I guess you unless we have anyone else, you get to you kind of in a power position to choose. But all right, 3 is to everything there is a season. Very short.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Hello, my name is Dr. Kimberly Reeves. Good evening, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. For everything, there is a season. I believe that this quote was made especially for me because I find myself frustrated with the process, not understanding that while I'm in a rush, God is telling me to pump my brakes. He says, Kimberly, you are disrespecting the process. So we have to learn to do things his way and to wait and to have patience and wait and wait and wait until our season comes around. Now, I can tell you this like it's easy, but I tell you, I declare, I cry every day because I'm looking at everybody else and I'm saying, why isn't it my season? Why is it always raining on my parade during my season? And he says, now, girl, this is not your season. So you should just fall back and stop disrespecting my process. So I leave that message for all of you who are doing the same thing as I, disrespecting God's process when he says, pump your brakes. That's all I have.
Thank you, and thank you. Y'all did an amazing job today. So just to highlight where I got these, I guess I can call them quotes, but they're actually from Miles Monroe, and it was on his talk about your purpose and vision. So I was just so engrossed with it that I said, had to share it. So y'all can check the YouTube out if y'all need me to send the link. It's about an hour and a half long, but appreciate everyone that volunteered today. I'm going to turn it back over to you, to the Toastmaster. Thank you.
Listen, this is a meeting to watch over again and put on replay. There's so many quotables. I know Tyrone has to get this video because so many quotables. Don't disrespect the process. Olio, I'm gonna stop at amazing job, sir. All right, we're going to move along with the meeting. We are going to actually bring up In 1 second, y'all. I lost it. Just had it. Our general evaluator for this evening, and our general evaluator would be I. The title would be a general evaluator for the moment.
I am the general evaluator.
Yeah, I messed up. Natasha, come on, join us, please. Help me out, please.
Greetings, Toastmasters, future Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. I am your general evaluator for this evening. This is Natasha Brown. And I will be evaluating the entire meeting from beginning to end. But before I do that, I want to bring up our friends who did some evaluating before I get into my evaluation. So the first one I would like to bring up is our accounting grammarian, Ms. Trivia Payne.
Hello again. Hello again. I believe that we had a great meeting tonight. And from our all-counter reports, I didn't have a lot to put down. I believe that the quotes and those who spoke did excellent. Robert, Sir President, you had a Crystal, you said so quite a few times. Rose, I want to say that I heard you say "t" instead of "to" in Ghana. And then let's see. Tabitha, you said I don't know, and cause a couple of times instead of because. And then last but not least, John, you said a couple of times. That's my all-counter report for you all.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Payne. And next up, we have our timer report from our newest member, Roberta.
Good evening, everyone. I am Roberta. I was the timer for this evening. Let's see, I don't know why my camera is blurry, but we're just going to move on here. Great timing for everyone, actually. For all the guests that are in the room, I actually, if you were able to see my screen, I actually used the virtual backgrounds, and we try to speak between 1 to 2 minutes. That's pretty much the safe zone, but we can go, pretty much to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So everyone pretty much stayed in that mark. The green is for when we hit 1 minute. The yellow background is for when we hit 1 minute and 30 seconds. And then the red background was for the speakers that hit 2 minutes. And then they had a little leeway in speaking for that. So just FYI for all the guests that are in the room. So we'll start with our first table topics. And Rose, you did 1 minute and 10 seconds. Joseph, you did 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Robert, you did 1 minute and 30 seconds. Olio, you did 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Tabitha, you did 1 minute and 26 seconds. For our second table topics, we have DeAndre, who did 1 minute and 46 seconds. Ms. Payne did 1 minute and 51 seconds. Ryan did 54 seconds. Tabitha did 1 minute and 55 seconds. John did 1 minute and 34 seconds. Ms. Reeves did 1 minute, and Dr. Reeves did 1 minute and 5 seconds. So that's our timing for this evening, and great job. And I loved all the speeches this evening. Back over to you.
Yes, can we just come off mute and give a hand clap to Roberta, one for her being the new member and this being her first time taking a role.
Great job.
Yes. Okay. I was gonna save that for later, but it just came out. So next, wait. So we didn't have any speeches to evaluate. So it's my time. It's my time to evaluate the meeting. So let's start. We started on time, 7 o'clock on the dot. We started the meeting. So that's amazing. And we are in good time to end on time as well. I love the theme. I love that so many people took advantage of the theme. Speaking of that, my dream, a dream that I still have is her home. I want to own a place where my girls and girls from the community can come and do our deveneering workshops, service projects, and anything and everything that I do with the girls in that one location, and have that model duplicated around Baltimore and beyond. So I'm excited about that. So that is my dream, and I love that theme. Let's see. Table topics masters, both Crystal and Olio. I loved both of your themes, very unique and very yourselves. I love that you brought your personalities to the theme and your actual interest as well. Like Crystal said, music is her love, her lifeline. So I love that you brought that into the theme. Then I see it. And then Olio, when you did your table topics, I like that you actually played your song while you were doing your table topics and singing it a little bit. Tabitha, you said you weren't going to sing, but you actually did end up singing. So I like that you allowed that to come out a little bit as well. Don't taking the limits off. For Olio's theme, I love how I saw our president dropping some quotes in the chat, because a lot of y'all, everybody was on fire. Okay, so I was dropping down, taking some notes. DeAndre, have the dream and keep the faith. You also said it's not that they lack the ability, they lack the belief in something, and I missed it. So if you're still here, if you could drop that in the chat, that would be awesome if you can remember. Trivia, know that you are capable. That tied right into the belief that DeAndre was talking about. I love that. And then we got to hear from Brian, got a little bit of the podcast and the table topics tonight. What else do I have? All of these quotables. I'm not going to go through all of the list of that, all of the things that I wrote down. I just think that the meeting was amazing. And that's all I have. That's all I have. So thank you so much. Thank you for everybody who is here. And I'm going to pass it back to our Toastmaster.
Thank you, Natasha, VP of Education. Amazing job. Always with the energy, even during the evaluation. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So, Natasha, I'm going to actually throw it back to you for our educational corner. You ready? Catch it.
Thank you, DeAndre, for dropping that in the chat. We can write that down. Speaking of writing that down, I hope everybody is following us on all social medias, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, sharing it with your friends, because we have some exciting things coming up. We'll get into that a little later. But I'm going to drop this link. This link is just a way that we can help prepare for our speeches. Toastmasters has 90 tips for preparing for your speech, and I'm going to elaborate just a little bit on 3 of them. So one of them is an acronym, PREP. PREP stands for point, reason, examples, and point. So this is like a format of writing your speech. First, you want to start with a clear point, and then explain your reason for choosing your subject. Then build upon that with examples. And then you want to illustrate a clear point that wraps up for your ending. So that is PREP. Again, that's point, reason, examples, and point. I'll write this in the chat in a minute. And that's number 83. Number 86 is use common language. Use common language. You want to impress your audience with your mastery of your content, not necessarily big words. We don't want people to be spending time trying to look up the word that you're speaking. We want people to be able to digest your actual point. So make sure that you are using words and really know your audience. By no means, we definitely want you to stretch. We learn every single Monday a new word so that we can expand our vocabulary. So knowing your audience is very important to being able to discern what the common language should be. And last but not least, use people's names. So when you are using your speech and making your eye contact, you can use people's names when you are speaking, such as Roberta, or you can say something like, yeah, I love Joseph's glasses, or Dr. Kimberly Reeves' dress. You know, you can leave space inside your speech so that, especially if it's on Zoom, you'll be able to fill in people's names. That helps with engagement and personal connection when you are doing your speeches. So hopefully those tips will help in developing your speech and having some engagement with your audiences. Back to you, Mrs. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Natasha, for that wonderful tidbits on engaging with the audience. I'm going to take all those and apply it to my next speech that's coming up. All right. So I just want to double check to make sure that we crossed all our T's and dotted all the I's. All right. So I'm going to pass it to my dear friend, Joseph. Joseph, will you share the treasure moment with the world?
Good afternoon, all. My name is Joseph, and I would be sharing the treasure moment with you this evening. Toastmasters is a great organization. Hopefully, you're seeing that what we do here, you're enjoying it, and it's adding value to your life. For the organization to continue to grow, we do have to pay club dues and Toastmasters International dues. If you would like to join us today, for new members, the due is $65. For renewals, if you want to renew today, for old members, it is $42.50. For new members, please note that part of that $65 is a $20 one-time Toastmaster due for registration and becoming a member of the club. For new members, we also charge $5, which is the club dues, which comes to this chapter of the club. This money is used this money is kept in our bank account to use for events and the likes. So we would really love you new members to join us to help our club grow so that Toastmasters can keep on adding value to everyone here's lives and to the world in general. Thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate your presence. Back to you, President. Is our president still here?
Looks like he froze and then disappeared. What's next on the agenda?
Okay, next, how about, I think it would be membership.
Are we heading out to the breakout room?
Well, you want to talk about the activities?
Yes. Okay, good evening, Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. I am so excited to let you all know that next not next Monday, August 23rd, we are having our very first in-person meeting. Crystal York will be distributing the flyer very soon on Instagram and Facebook and via email. And we will be going to the escape room and we will all meet up at 6 p.m. at the Anne Arundel Mills. There is a 10-person capacity, so please get your tickets. She will provide the link as well. And if we do fill capacity, we'll just book another room. We hope to see you all there. We are super, super excited. A lot of us are new. Some have never met you in person. And I guess for some, it'll be a reunion. So please come out and show up. We have a lot of events coming up this year. And this will be the very first one. And we're excited to see you all. All right. Thank you.
Awesome. Right on time. Our president is back. Yes, 10 people of room. So bring a friend, somebody new, somebody, excuse me, somebody new, somebody old. Bring them on out.
Thank you guys for holding it down. Not sure what happened, but no worries. We just make it overcome any technical difficulty. So I believe we just spoke about the amazing escape room event. Am I right, Natasha? Listen, I'm going to be the first one to sign up. I cannot wait. I love escape rooms. Been to a couple and cannot wait to be a part of MSU Toastmasters escape room. So at this moment right now, I'm just going to give my closing remarks and then we'll move right into the roles for the next meeting. Or no, Trigger, you ready?
Oh, I was ready to get my roles out the way.
Listen, Trigger, go ahead. Let's hop in. So,
okay, so because we know that we are moving into bi-weekly for our Zoom meetings, and the other weeks we're going to be doing in person, I wanted to start getting roles. I definitely want to get roles for August the 30th, but if your role is filled and you know that you want to do it the following week, that will be on Zoom, you can also let me know that as well. So we have all roles open. You can put it in the chat box. You can come off of mute and let me know, and I'll jot it down. If we don't have roles filled, I'll send out an email on Tuesday of this week so that we can try to fill the roles for August the 30th. And again, if August the 30th is filled, then you can sign up for the following meeting as well. Okay, Tabitha, I have you for our counter. Don't all speak at once. We have 11 roles still out here. You can sign up to speak. You can be an evaluator, a timer.
I can do the timer again.
Okay, thank you, Miss Roberta.
Yeah, timer, go off. I guess you could throw me for a speaker.
Yeah, so
awesome, Olio.
Trivia, I want to encourage all my friends online, also the individuals in the room, right? We got a couple of dates I highlighted. So the 30th is the very next opportunity for us to be on virtual, right? But then we also have September the 13th, September 27th, October 11th, and October 25th. So I want to kind of encourage, wing push, like if you're in here, right? The good thing is that we're trying to get 3 to 4 speakers, right? Each week, because we're speaking every week. So I need y'all to muscle up some of the speeches. I'm going to speak on September the 13th. So Trevor, you can put me down for that date.
What are the dates again?
The 30th, August 30th, September the 13th, September the 27th, October the 11th, and October the 25th. So I know, Roberta, I know I want to make sure, I know Natasha will be reaching out to you and getting you, making sure that you get started on the icebreaker. So that would be a good opportunity, like maybe the 30th.
In October? Well, I'll do, no.
You want to do September 13th?
I mean, in October is fine. A date in October is fine for me.
Okay, so I have you down for the 11th. Tabitha, you have the
Okay.
27th of
Thank you.
September. What would you like to do that date?
I'll put myself down to speak.
Awesome.
Which of these days are virtual?
All of these days.
All of these are virtual? Okay.
And the reason why we're doing this, right?
I'm going to speak.
Ooh.
And I'm also going to send out an email to all of the members, and it'll have links where you can automatically sign up. And again, if you don't sign up by tomorrow, by Tuesday, I'll send out an email.
And the good thing about this, like the way that we're trying to do it, right?